The agenda for today is to give you an introduction on the new application for work order operations. We'll start off by going through the presentation and then move over to a system session. My name is Eldin, and as mentioned, today's topic is the new application for work order operations. This session is going to be recorded for training purposes, and on that note, I would kindly ask you to mute yourself during the presentation. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to ask them at the end of the webinar. Changes and new functionality. To start off, the application design has been updated and is in line with the initiative to upgrade all old applications. The focus during development has been to give production operators an effective overview by grouping information and necessary functions. We've had in mind that production operators do not tend to spend a lot of time in front of the computer, so it was important to make all information and functions visible in one overview. Furthermore, we have added search functionality under the section for measurements, where it will be possible to search out specific serial numbers or LCMs. Lastly, the work time and resource usage will be displayed in a more user-friendly manner. Let's move over to Rambase. Select the job from the work list. We can start off by going through the left side. The header section consists of operation name and active state. In addition, the background color represents the status code color for the operation. Underneath the header, we have general information related to the production work order, product details, as well as information on the product resource and operation. If the production work order is linked to a sales order, the customer reference number will be displayed here, and the attached drawing can be accessed here. If the operation gets set on hold, the on hold reason will be displayed in this field. And if the production work order gets set on hold, the on hold reason will be displayed in this field. Material assignments will give you an overview of linked parts for that specific operation. And the quality reports for the production work order and the product can be accessed through these options. Product placement is an information field that is used to specify temporary storage of the product between operations. So, when the operator is finished with an operation, he or she can specify where the product is temporarily stored, and then this information will be visible in the field Previous Operation Product Placement on the next operation. All buttons have been moved a bit further up. This is to remove the need to use scroll when the operators are working on smaller screens. In addition, all buttons will always be visible. Those that can be used in a given context will be grayed out. From the old work order operations, the buttons often change positions depending on the context. This will no longer be the case. They will always have their fixed position. Let's go ahead and remove the on hold. For resources that have multi-operator enabled, you can simply click Start and the system will automatically select the logged in user as the active operator. So, it will no longer be necessary to select yourself as an operator as long as you are logged in with your username. The picking process is done as before. You can at any time add more operators by simply clicking on the drop-down and selecting an operator. Finishing the operation with several operators is done as before. You select the operator, click pause, and then you will have the complete option available. So as you can see, we have finished the setup phase, and now we can start on the main process. Let's go ahead and finish that. So the main process is completed, and we can start the cleanup phase. On this step, we can also specify where the product is going to be temporarily stored. Click on pause and complete. Version note is the same as before, so there are no changes here. As for the operation note, this will now include, of course, the operation information, but also information from the kit note. Functionality for previous and next operation is the same as before, but this time when you navigate between operations, it will be in full screen and not in pop-up windows. Now we can see the information with regards to product placement given in the previous operation. Let's go ahead and start the operation. As before, you will need to approve the checkpoint before you can finish. If it is the last operation in the operation sequence, you will be able to directly forward the finished products to stock. If you have a preferred stock location defined on the article, you will automatically forward the finished goods to that stock location. If it's not defined, it will go to unassigned. Moving over to the right side, the top section will show uploaded attachments such as work instructions, drawings, specific notes, and so on. There's no change in functionality with regards to the attachments. Underneath the attachments, we have the measurement section. This will list out all product units with related serial numbers. With the search function, you will be able to search for specific product units. The search is set towards serial numbers as default, but you can also search for specific LCMs by using the search filter product unit ID. Registration of measurements is the same as before. The work time section gives you log time for the operation. The details are presented in a gauge meter with initial planned time and current runtime. The specified runtime to the right will update itself automatically every 10 seconds when the operation is active. You can at any time inspect the work log, and you can also add the man hours. Today's production resource usage will show either the total log time for the resource today or the resource turnover. This option is controlled by setting where the default is set to show time.